What's going on, dudes? Link here. Just wanted to make a quick video to teach you guys some of the more advanced stuff in the game. I know myself, I hit a wall once I learned what moves to do and what combos, and didn't really know much about movement and the advanced things. So yeah, I want to make this video so you can really level up your game and overcome your opponent, turn the match in the tide of your favor. So the first one I'm going to teach you guys is I'll call it wave dash, or dashing up, crouch dash. See, with Jin, if you notice, yeah, running, it takes a while and you can see it coming a mile away. Dashing covers a lot more ground and you can't really see it coming. It's disguised. You might think they're going to do a move, or they're coming in fast. You can disguise that to give pressure, even if you're not going to press move at the start. Or you could just use it to get in closer. It's a lot faster than running, and you can disguise it as a lot of things, so it's a good way to mix it up. The second thing would be the opposite, and that would be backdashing, or Korean backdash, cancel, whatever you want to call it. Now look, if you see me do this, it takes a while to get back, and while you're dashing back, you're not blocking, so the opponent could get you there. Now if I do the backdash, see how far he goes back in such a small amount of time. What it's doing is actually cancelling your backdash, so that you can make up space a lot faster than just holding back or bashing on the dash back. It's really effective on making your opponent whiff as well, which I'll cover a little bit later. So the third thing would be just sidestepping overall. Like, a lot of people know it's a 3D game and you can sidestep, but they don't actually know when to use it. A lot of times it's good to throw out, like, say you do a combo and then you don't know what they're going to do next. You could take a gamble and you could sidestep their move. But what it is good for is, if you know they're going to do a high, so a jab or something like that, you can easily sidestep it and punish straight away. And also, a lot of the times, I found myself, before I learned these advanced techniques, I found myself doing combos and then they would do one back, and it would sort of be like back and forth, waiting for my shot, and I didn't know how to break out of that habit, I didn't know what I can do to get in, because they just keep blocking high, so I didn't know. Now, this is one of the effective strategies you can use. So, when they jab, if you know it's coming, you just sidestep. Just sidestep, man, easy peasy. Look at that. Just one tap and you can launch. Even get a launch or a quick combo, whatever you want to do. If you know it's coming, it'll work. And also, it'll scare them, because they'll be like, oh, now I've got to be careful of doing highs because this guy knows what to do about it. So, as you all know, like, Tekken's, a lot of it is a mind game. So, getting the better of your opponent's mind will work in your favor. So from there, your opponent might think, this dude keeps fucking up on my high stuff, I might go low now. So what can we do about that? Easy. It's called a low parry. If you don't know what it is, it completely counters your opponent and puts them on their back. And you can do, while in tag it's not a full combo, but they would get the message with whatever you pull out, not to do it anymore, and to know that you can counter it. The input for this is just down forward when you know they're going to do something low. If you press that down forward at the same time, it will counter them and you'll get an opportunity to do a medium-sized combo. Now, if you're not that comfortable with sidestepping, there is another technique you can use for highs. Now, it is much easier to input, but it is a lot more risky, and that would be to duck. You can duck highs, and makes it a lot easier to counter. So, like, if they just do a 1-2 and you duck it, you can launch them straight off that. I know from myself, I always in the past try to look for that big launcher. I didn't know how else to get it in except to just throw it out at the right time. Here's an easy way. All you do is duck and then press it. Easy launcher. Now, you do run the risk of getting launched yourself if they see the duck coming, or they just don't do a high, or a mid, you get crushed as well. But if they are going to do a high, that's easily a full combo you can get off that just by pressing one button. You just hold down and get your full combo. So the next thing I'm going to cover is backdashing to whiff. So I taught you backdashing before to make space. This is to make the opponent whiff. So if you know they're going to do a big move, or even just anticipate them going to attack, if you dash back and make enough space, you can counter. And I know this hard way. I've been countered by this and crushed by it many times, so I learned the hard way that you can actually get a full combo of just making a little bit of space and, you know, making them miss their move, because they're still in the move. Yeah, they can't recover in time to block. They're still in the move while you're ready to attack, you know. So yeah, just practicing that and working out when to actually backdash and when to incorporate a combo. It's all a part of the experience, and you get it the more you practice and the more you learn. So now that you guys know a few countermeasures against the opponent's offense, I'm going to just talk a little bit about strings. So a string would be a sequence of moves that you can do in a row that are safe. So doing this might fool your opponent into thinking they can attack you because you finished the combo. And if they don't know the frames and they don't know the moves, they most likely will. With Jin, I got this one that I like to do. The 1, 2, 3, then the duck 2, and then the while rising 2. A lot of people think after the duck punch they can attack me, but it's actually safe. So I can throw out that launcher and most of the time will hit if they press a button. Yeah, so strings are effective in a lot of the core gameplay of the neutral. So when they think they can attack, if it's safe or you're plus on block, your move will come out first, and most likely it'll be a counter hit because they'll be pressing a button. And yeah, like I'm doing with Jin now, it's just all about working out which moves you can throw out and which different strings to mix it up with the opponent. So the next thing I want to talk about, after strings, you have strings down, it's adding in lows. Now I know it's a basic thing and a lot of people already attack low anyway, but most of the people, when they just start out or they're medium level or when they're pressured, they'll just hold back because they're scared, or even if they do know your moves, they'll just block back anyway. Now, adding it in, it's a very good effective tool. So as you can see here, I'm doing all moves that are high, and then I'll just add in the low and they can't see it coming. If you can disguise your lows coming, you'll get an easy advantage on your opponent, because you know you can't block everything at once. So if you can mix it up enough, you'll be able to get great combos. See, with Jin, I like to harass them with the down back 4, and then I like to do the hell sweep combo later on, not in a row, when I've mixed it up a bit. It's just good to experiment with your character, but also it's very good to verse human opponents to see what people fall for and what they're expecting, you know. So the next thing I want to cover is probably the most advanced thing on here, but you know, even myself, I'm still working on this. I don't do it 100% of the time, but it's working on counter hit combos. So throwing out moves that you know on counter hit you can get a combo off, just being ready for things like that. So for example, my forward 4 with Jin, I would usually just press it in the past, and if it connects, just quickly mash 4 again so I can get the sweep in. But knowing that it can get you a full combo. Now the last thing I'm going to cover, it's pretty simple, and I know it's basic instinct to do it, but it's good to just talk about it anyway, and that would be mix-ups off the same combo. So with Jin's back forward 2-3, he goes into the crouching demon stance, right? And after it, you can do the 4, which is that sweep there. So say they learn that, yeah? You mix it up, you double dash, and you can launch off that. Or you do it again, and you can double dash and just do nothing and start a new combo. You know, these are all things that they saw the first 2 moves, so they think they know what's coming last, but they actually don't. You know what I mean? Maybe you do, you know, back forward 2-3, and then run up and throw. You know, command throw. Any of these would work because they're a mix-up. You know what I mean? And yeah, so that covers everything I want to cover about advanced techniques for now anyway. Hopefully it prepares you for Tekken 7 if you play it now, or if you just practice these when Tekken actually comes out. And they're just things that if you get them all down, you will be a pretty good player at the end of the day, and you know, it will take someone at their best ability to take you down. Yeah, so just practice these if you want to get better. I know I will, because I'm just learning some of them, you know what I mean? I need to practice myself. So yeah, dudes, hope you enjoyed this and learned something from it, and yeah, look forward to more in the future. Only 7 more days till Tekken 7, so that'll be sick. Take it easy.